Education, they say, is the key to success. Meet an African making waves in the world of education. Mr. Victor Aribi Oke is a young man with a passion for education. He believes that every African youth has the right to quality and affordable education. His passion led him to set up the Metropolitan School of Business and Management. The school has become a world-class business school located in the heart of London, Dubai, and Lagos. The school provides international students access to understanding British business and management courses from prestigious UK universities at almost half the fees from the universities. His vision is to impact 1 million learners with quality, premium, and affordable British education annually. On hearing his great story, I decided to speak to the man himself, Mr. Victor. It's time for the world to hear your story.
When we started, we were focused more on blended learning, face-to-face and online.
Nigeria forms our single biggest market.
Yeah.
We've been able to get over 100,000 learners from Nigeria alone and in Africa. And the interesting thing is that we also have students from over 190 countries of the world.
Yeah.
So we have our third largest market being India. So we are focused on Asia and Middle East and Africa. And obviously we are making a lot of impact in this region with what we do.
The ability to combine innovation and and being able to experiment at a in a very short span is what it constitutes skill. It's important for us to perform, but most importantly, it is also key for us to be able to align whatever we are doing in the digital space with the expectations of each platform.
So we've always known that the future of education is going to be virtual learning. The future of education will be the style that we're using right now.
We can only get better from here because what we've done so far has been really incredible. There's been a lot of growth. We've added a lot of new features. We've brought people on board. The number of people that we have right now in terms of even the staff is just phenomenal. And we started off quite small, but the growth rate is truly impressive. Same thing is applicable to our students. We've seen such huge growth over a short period of time that we are actually in awe. But you see, it motivates us, it drives us to want to even do more.
3 years back, we were a really small company and we have grown tremendous. Why? Because of the kind of response that we have had with people. Now, I know we're an EdTech company, but the kind of human element that we have been able to inculcate into our operations that have drawn a lot of people towards us. The kind of support that we give, the kind of personal advice that we offer to people. Because a lot of our students, they need global exposure, and this is what we offer. We are more than an institution just to give them whatever the learning material is. We give them a global perspective on how to achieve what they want to achieve.
I think we've been able to crack education in a way that a lot of people have not been able to in Africa.
And that's one special
we make
thing.
online learning special. Apart from the fact that we have one of the best education platforms, I can arguably honestly say that in the world. Because our platform manages students from enrollment to when they finally graduate and get their certificate. I mean, we've been able to build all our proprietary technology by ourselves, from our CRM platform to our learning management system to our AI-driven LMS, which automatically follow up on students, make sure it checks on them to see how they are doing. So we're putting a lot into technology, and this is one of the things that makes us very unique.
The future of MSBM is the fact that we're telling you that it's okay, you can start from anywhere. You don't have to be like someone that has done like 5 master's degree before you can come and study with us. We would work with your experience, we will work with your formal, your formal degrees that you've earned. We'll work with anything. How can we help you?
Okay, so the future of MSBM is AI, that's artificial intelligence. And since we are an EdTech school, we need to foresee the future trends. And as far as we go, we need to also make sure that the education that we offer is acceptable and affordable. Thus, we would adapt in a way that, we are offering the latest possible technology to the student to study in a very, effective manner without wasting much time and, managing professional and education, equally. And also at the end of it, we would also make sure that, the key is to gain complete satisfaction to what we offer to the student. So now that makes us realize that we are doing the right thing. So it's very important for us to make sure that we are completely satisfied with what we deliver to the student and the student is having an overall great experience.
We're helping people to move from wherever they are to where they want to get to. So it's a process. So you may not have even a bachelor's degree, but you might have like maybe some work experiences, and then we tell you, why don't you take some diplomas first? So take these diplomas and then move on. And each step, it's easy for you to, get there. So the future is going to be this kind of education, an education
brought to your doorstep.
To your doorstep.
The USP that we have is the simplicity of our learning material and the learning portal that we have. So it's really easy to use, easy to learn, and the material that we provide are really practical.
Nigeria forms our single biggest market. We've been able to get over 100,000 learners from Nigeria alone and in Africa. And the interesting thing is that we also have students from over 190 countries of the world. So we have our third largest market being India. So we are focused on Asia and Middle East and Africa. And obviously we are making a lot of impact in this region with what we do.
And as much as we're a British school, it's important for us to be able to provide affordable British education to everyone across the globe. So the world is our market, and that in itself, it's a positive goal. People see us as a go-to space for quality, yet affordability. So that in itself, the experience, the organization's vision has branded the experience as positive because we're able to relate with people, on their level.
We are the kind of organization that even when people are clapping for us and saying you've done it well, then I still look at it and say, listen, I just feel like this is not good enough. Let's start all over again. And this is exactly what we do all the time. We never feel like we've done something well enough. And yet people look at it and they're like, this is good.
Our website has a lot of courses, so we have everything for each person. So, we try and convince the student to go on for a course which is more relatable, rather than what he actually had an idea of going for.
We have like over 500 courses. Some of them are like £15, £20, £25, all the way up to degree courses. That of course because you get the degree from the British University. So you are in your workplace, in your home, you're doing home course, you're loving your children, and you're getting yourself educated just on mobile device, iPad or your own laptop.
When you look at our website, we have over 16,000 reviews worldwide. These are encouragement that tell us that we are doing something right.
As an organization, I think we're very careful about the promises that we make to people, because I think in MSBM, we understand that our brand is hinged on our promise. So first thing, we never promise things that we don't intend to fulfill. We believe it's very important that every student, every learner that comes to us understands what we're promising. And when we've made that promise to them, they also understand that we intend to fulfill that promise, and we'll do everything within our power to fulfill that promise. You understand? So for us, that is what the sales is. The sales is telling.
It's not just about making money.
It's not just about making money.
Yes,
it's about making them a promise. No, it's not all about making money because I mean we offer free courses to people. We've subsidized our courses, and yet it has not affected the quality, because first thing that we always think about is how can we make the quality better, and then next, how can we make it more affordable before we now come to the actual price. So that is how
the order.
Yes, that's the order. First of all, what is the best quality we can get? Of course, we're not limitless in our funds, right? We've bootstrapped all the way, so we're not limitless in our funds. But yet, with whatever we have, with whatever the organization is making, we've always worked on that quality. After the quality, we now talk about, okay, so how can we price this that it will become affordable to people? And then after that, we now fix the actual price. So for the sales, that's just been it for us. And I think that has made us more personable to our learners, because they know that when they come to us, they can get something from as little as £15.
Since we're dealing a lot of the academic issues and we're a global institution, so the challenges that we face is to how make our content neutral across the board to all the nationalities, communities, and languages and sort of accents, right? So the challenge is first to make the material neutral, understandable by vast majority of different backgrounds of the students that we have, and then the kind of tech that we use. We need these people to be tech savvy. We need these people to have an understanding of how to use the basics, say using a laptop or computer or downloading an application. We get a lot of learners that are really professional, really successful, but they're not tech savvy. Secondly, they have the language barrier, so we try to keep the accent really neutral.
Because we are one of the earliest EdTech in, honestly, I don't want to say the first, because I mean, somebody might come out tomorrow to say, oh, we started before them. But we've been around, we registered the company in 2012, but started officially in 2014. And then since then, I mean, we've been bootstrapping all the way. It's not been easy. I mean, there are times that we were not sure if we could make salaries, but we've been very careful. We practice the lean strategy. We only invest in what we know we can do. We invest heavily in advertising. And then, I mean, since then, we've seen ourselves grow, but we never make sure that we grow beyond our level of what we have in finances. So we've been very, very careful in doing this.
I'm a believer. When you look at where we came from and where we are right now, you understand why I'm a believer. Over 450,000 students, and it's not a one-man thing. It's effort from every single person. Every department is doing something to make sure. So, you know, we even have, you know, like the office assistants, you know, they're making sure that everybody in the office is well taken care of and all that. And, you know, the sales are doing their own, the marketing departments are doing their own, the academics are doing their own, and the customer support teams are doing their own. And everybody is working as a cohesive unit towards a common goal. And the common goal is not just to teach people. That is one of the goals, but that is not the only goal. We just don't want to teach you. We wanted to have a beautiful learning experience. We wanted to see learning as life. You can learn without being stressed out.